It is very important to not blame people for not being what you are meant to make them into. This is going to be some all one woo woo shit, so buckle up. We're a human race, we're a human species. I'm the son of a mother and the son of a father. I'm related to other people. And they haven't killed me yet. I'm alive. I was fed, I was clothed, was brought up in this culture. And I'm angry. I'm angry because I've spent pretty much my whole life doing what I feel is living the ideals and values of my culture better than those around me. And I say that deliberately, not because I think that I'm better than those around me, but because that was my goal for my life. I just wanted to be better than people around me at the ideals that I saw as the most important, because if you think something's super important, don't you want to be the best at it? Out of respect, the people around me weren't idiots. They weren't like slackers who did nothing. So wanting to be better than a group of competent people is good. And if I think that I've succeeded in that, then I merely think that I have succeeded at doing my best. I don't know if I've succeeded. Who knows? We all got to satisfy ourselves. And if we're too satisfied, then that becomes a reason to not be satisfied. So I try not to dwell on that. But I've really tried to live out the values of my culture, like get good grades, do well in school, be respectful, like be physically fit, eat healthy, show others the way, read a lot, understand virtue and values, practice these things, all this stuff. And I've just been driven nuts by not sleeping. Like I haven't really had the ability to sleep well. It just got worse and worse and worse until I was 12. I was like really barely sleeping at all. And 14, I was like, I spent 2 years trying to sleep better and didn't really do anything. So I was actually sleeping worse at 14 than I was at 12. And at 16, I lost the ability to sleep entirely. I ended up shitting blood, peeing blood, having like tons of pain all over my body, rashes all over my body. My head was splitting. It was hard to think. I had diarrhea constantly. I had diarrhea for like pretty much my whole life. Oh, health problems, health problems, health problems. And yeah, I got a lot of health problems and they relate to the inability to sleep. The last 2 years I barely slept. At one point I went to the dentist at the beginning of when I was like 24. It's like my last dentist appointment on my parents' insurance. I went to the dentist. They told me all my teeth were demineralizing and gonna fall out. Went on the lion diet. Years later, my teeth aren't demineralizing anymore. A little stained yellow from all the tea I drink, but they're doing pretty well. So, basically, I got these crazy sleep problems. And, people are dicks. Like, you'd think that, like, if you tried to be a great person, like, as great of a person as you can be, that people would be like, wow, that guy Devin, he's well known for trying his hardest and stuff. Shit, he seems like he's having a really hard time with this whole sleep thing. Maybe we should give him some empathy, talk to him, just kind of hear him out, let him vent a bit. It's probably really horrible, and he'd love to just talk to someone about it. Yeah, that doesn't ever happen. Just isn't a thing. You'd think I'd be scared of my sleep problems because I'm the one who has them. You know who's really terrified by health problems they don't understand? Like everyone. They're just terrified. It scares the shit out of them. I can see it in their eyes the second I start talking about it. They just go into frickin' deer in headlights panic mode. Shuts off any empathy. So I don't get any empathy. Never have. Never will. Little small bits of it sometimes, maybe, but just alone in the dark for like my whole life, suffering, crying, miserable, just trying to figure out how to get out of this without dying because no one would even understand why I died. They'd think I just gave up. I think now that I'm making this YouTube channel, it's possible. A quick aside. Sometimes I get into this like prophetic state when I'm talking where the ideas keep coming faster and faster and faster. And it's almost like I could like zoom in on any of the ideas and infinitely expand them into this giant tapestry that connects the entire cosmos. And I feel like that's the prophetic state Maimonides talked about. But I feel like by making these YouTube videos, I'm making I'm seeing them no longer stare at me in absolute fear and terror when I talk. I haven't had any productive conversations yet for the most part, but they're not terrified of me, at least. Maybe they're terrified of what I'm talking about, but maybe they can start to tell the difference. This makes me want to blame them. It does. It makes me want to turn to everyone in my life and say, Raka, how could you? How could you just leave me to this? How could you have no empathy? How could you just go about your life while mine is being destroyed in front of you? And how could you not see it? But I am meant to teach people this. This is my purpose. This is what I'm here for. I'm supposed to teach people how to make sense of overcoming their health problems that are killing them and that people don't want to talk about because no one wants to talk about it. Why would you? It's horrible. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's scary, and you have to see emotions. You have to see someone that you might think of as stronger than you being crushed under a burden you can't help him with. And that's really hard to do. And so I understand why people haven't done that, why they don't do that. Because if I blame them for it, then I am discounting the reason for my existence. You see, they're all a part of me. And on some level, they knew they had this problem. They knew they couldn't look reality in the face. Not like this. Not like I'm doing. Not like what I've been through. They can't look at it. They won't look at it. All the people I've health coached tell me the same thing. Their family, their friends won't look at the fact that they're being consumed by death. Just act like it's a sleep problem. Act like you're just tired. Act like it's anything other than what it exactly is. This probably applies to a lot of your other chronic conditions as well. Because it's easier. I don't want to look at my brother being eaten by Apophis and realize there's nothing I can do to help him. I don't want him to see in my eyes that I'm glad it was him and not me. I don't want him to see that I'm a coward. Or I wouldn't if I'd had that luxury. Maybe. Maybe I'm not that sort of person. I don't really know. I'm just who I am right now, and this is who I am as a result of what I'm made of and what I've been through and who I've talked to and what I've done and seen and heard and everything. I am everything. I am you. You are me. Us being here in this moment together, it's not a coincidence. I was called forth from the collective unconscious to tell the world this because they wouldn't be capable of knowing it otherwise. And so I cannot blame people for not being what I was meant to make them into. Wouldn't make any sense. What else is my purpose? Like, what else do I do well? I do a lot of things well, but this, I think I do this well in a way that no one else on earth could do. And so, why should I blame people for needing that? I don't. I love them.